Alright, y'all. This is probably one of the worst days I've ever had working Doordash, Uber Eats. It always feels like that, but it might actually be true. My name is Jacob, and I just had one of the worst days, I think, delivering Doordash and Uber Eats. I haven't actually looked at the total. Alright, you freaks. We're gonna start the day correctly, because right now, we're not there yet. I like to start every day with a little bit of caffeine. In fact, I'm not even sure I like to do that. It's just kind of, I have to. I have to do that. So it's gonna be a good day. It's like $8. I think it's like 4 or 5 miles, which isn't the best ratio there, I'd say. Not bad either. Oh yes, I drive stick shift in Doordash. At me, bro. Is that how you say that? At me? I always order the same thing. 3 shots of espresso with a little bit of cream. The one tip is, a mile in a neighborhood takes a lot longer to drive than a mile on the highway. Because sometimes these neighborhoods, you'll just wind and wind and wind. It's 25 miles an hour, stop sign, stop sign, stop sign. If I've got multiple orders and I'm trying to get somewhere by a certain time, I might consider stuff like that. Okay, bye. Okay, we dropped it off. Woo! $6.10. 8 miles, no. It's not like they're really coming in crazy. But it might be enough to keep me busy until my dance lesson. I'm taking dance lessons, kind of a beginner trial thing. And again, like I said, I'm an actor. Just something good to try, right? I'm gonna sit here. It's a great central part of town. It's a mix of the parking lots being easy to get in and out of. The food places here, they're usually ready. We just got another order. I had to sit here for a few minutes, getting a little worried. That's gonna be one of those days, right? We're going to Tokyo Express, ladies and gentlemen. And it's gonna be $8 and something from Uber Eats. And it's gonna go about 4 miles again. Woo! There's this one YouTuber that I watch, Doordasher lady, and she always says, you gotta keep, what does she say? Crap. She always says, you gotta keep the wheels rolling, or something like that. So it's like going to a school, especially lunchtime orders are gonna be delivering to businesses. It can be kind of scary at first, but don't be scared. My buddy told me, okay, I overheard him saying this tip, or he told me this tip, that people might tip better or like add additional tips if you message them. I mean, for the longest time I didn't message them, but I did notice people would tip extra if I did. I'll just be like, be there in about 10 minutes, exclamation point. Or if it's gonna be like 13 minutes, I'll say, be there in about 15 minutes. Sometimes it's been like, it'll say 13 minutes and I've messaged, be there in about 13 minutes, and it just feels weird because 13 is such a specific number. My hair is just so, I washed it last night, and it's fluffy today. It's real fluffy. Ah, yes, the joys. The joys of watching everyone in front of you get that green arrow and then it changed. Alright, so we just dropped that one off. Cool. Usually at schools, there's a little buzzer by the door. Alright, is my hair less fluffy now? It feels less fluffy. It feels great. Oh, got an order for $12.59 for 5 miles or 6 miles maybe. I try to keep it at $2 a mile. Is that right? Yeah. We picked her up. Now we're gonna buy her dinner, meet her parents. My tip is, if there's a lot of delivery instructions, it's probably for a reason. What I do is I read it once, and then when I get closer, I read it again. Try to comprehend. It's like trying to read another language sometimes. I sometimes will say, hey, thanks for the delivery note, you know? Or I'll message them, thanks for the instructions. Oh. Alright, I had to get that dramatic wind effect. It's been super slow for me. I have my dance lesson in 1 hour-ish, so that's exciting. Until then, I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do. We just picked up this package from the Amazon locker in Whole Foods Market. It's underwear. It is. It's boxers. It's boxer briefs. You don't know how long it took me to pick those out on Amazon just to decide that I was gonna get the ones that I'd got last time. Relatable. So the dance lesson went well. Turns out, hey, it's gonna be a lot of money. and I don't think I can afford it, and I'm a little sad. Most days you're gonna be busy during lunch and dinner. What I've found is that's usually around from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. and then from like 5 to 9. 5:02. My guess is it'll say dash now any minute. You know, be patient, but also realize this is part of it. For me, it's great because the flexibility, that's the biggest thing. If I book a job, sometimes it's like in a day or two they need you. Right now the actors are on strike, so there aren't a ton of auditions. Oh look, see? We'll check back in later. No orders have even come in yet. This could be the theme of the video, is the reality of dashing. Well, no orders were coming in, so I'm like, oh, sitting there, okay, let me just move around, because sometimes that helps. It's like, hey, I'm still alive, and orders will start coming in. Well, now I'm back at that parking lot that I told you about, my favorite place to be as far as starting and stuff, with different restaurants being around here. Drove all the way over here, no orders, or if there was, they weren't good. Got here, now I'm just sitting here waiting. I'm telling you. And I've been able to do just Uber Eats and Doordash and pay all my bills. Granted, my rent is cheaper than most people's. There's good weeks and there's bad weeks. Good days, bad days. Here we are. It is 6 o'clock and I have not had any orders until just now from Uber Eats. $9 for like 5 miles. Pretty good, but not great on the weight. So we'll do this. Man, the sun is looking beautiful. Another thing you could do to pass the time, learn a language. Eat a protein bar. But Jacob, that protein bar costs half of what you've made today. Shut up. I took 1 year of Spanish in high school. I'd really like to get better at that. Como se dice, it's slow and I'm sad. Just drop that off. I'm ready, dude. I'm wired. Got one order. It brought me all the way up to the top of town. Did that, had to come all the way back. This is way worse than what it usually is, but it is a harsh reality, is it not? I did end up getting an order from Vito's. It was like $12 for like 5 or 6 miles. Then I got one for 7 that I've been picking up now. There's my surfboard. I'm just showing this so you know, hey, this guy's credible. And then on Uber Eats, 1,469. We're making chicken for dinner, baby. So I made $90, roughly 7 hours. That's not as bad as I thought. However, take into account the gas I spent and the taxes and the wear and tear on your vehicle. If every day were like that, I'm not sure it'd be worth it. If you got that mindset of like, okay, let's hustle, let's do as much as we can to make our dreams come true. For me, that's acting. And I don't know if I would want to get a job where I can't have the flexibility. So maybe if you're making $13 an hour and you got to pay all that stuff too, maybe it's still worth it. Maybe barely. But as far as paying bills, all that, I don't know. But you got to have, if I say I just thought, it's slow today, I'll just stay home. Well, guess what? You still made almost $100. And at the end of the week, that's $100 you wouldn't have. And the weekend's probably gonna be really busy. You know, on the weekends I make like $100 to $200 a day. So thank you guys for watching. I started this because I'm sitting around waiting for orders, and I'm like, what can I do to make some extra money? Thank you guys again, and bye.